Hi. Today's story features two greyhounds, and it's a bit of a love story, which is always really interesting. A couple called Darlene and Jake have rescued dogs most of their lives, and they tend to rescue older dogs, and they're partial to greyhounds, particularly greyhounds that have been on the racetrack and have been rejected. And one time they called me to come and visit one of their greyhounds called Gigi. Gigi had had a companion dog, and the dog had died, and Gigi was alone, and they didn't think Gigi was doing very well. And in fact, when I went to visit Gigi, it was true. He wasn't doing very well. He was lonely. He told me he was lonely and he really wanted another dog as a companion. So we all decided at that time that we'd look for a suitable companion for Gigi. And a few weeks later, I happened to be visiting a home where they fostered dogs, and they had a dog that was a greyhound called Roxy. And they said that they didn't think Roxy was doing very well at their place, and in fact, that was true. When I talked to Roxy, she was not very happy and just wasn't kind of fitting into the pack that they had already of dogs. So I talked to them about the possibility of Roxy maybe going somewhere else, because I'd attuned to the fact that I thought she'd be a really good companion for Gigi. They were agreeable for her to find someplace to go where she was happier. So that was great. And so when I left there, I immediately called Darlene and left a message saying I thought I found the perfect girl for Gigi. And it turned out that Darlene and Jake knew the foster parents for Roxy. So they all got together. They decided they'd bring the dogs together, and they do it in a spa for dogs, and the dogs were going to get what they called podicures. And so Roxy showed up for the meeting with a purple corsage on her collar. The dogs had their pedicures or podicures, and then the humans took the dogs for a walk, and the two pranced along like they had been together all their lives. There was instant bonding. And in fact, that very day, Roxy went to live with Gigi, and they kept, increasing their bond. They were inseparable. And then unfortunately, a number of years later, because don't forget, these were senior dogs that had been rescued, Gigi had ended up transitioning, and that left Roxy on her own. Roxy, at that time, had been diagnosed with cancer in the shoulder and was being treated for that and doing okay, but not great, they said. Darlene said, so I went off to visit Roxy. And indeed, Roxy was managing the cancer treatment, but she really missed Gigi, and she really wanted to just go to where he was. The caregivers, Darlene and Jake, decided that they would help her do that and release her, and that's what happened. She left as well. So the two dogs were together over the Rainbow Bridge. And of course, Darlene and Jake have had many other duets, if you will, of dogs and in their care over the years, but none that have been bonded nearly as much as Gigi and Roxy. A true love story, a true greyhound love story. So until next time, don't forget to listen to your animals, because they're always talking to you. Bye.